Hey guys, can you guys hear me? Am I audible all fine? Okay. Hey Walla. Hey Jay, hey Double. Awesome. Hey Tom. Hey Mia. Hey Tina. Hey Brad. Okay, awesome, perfect. Okay, we'll wait for some more time before we dive into this new thing that you guys have joined us with. Okay. Hey. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So yeah, I've got AJ from BC, Canada. By the way, I'm in Canada as well, in Toronto specifically. I've got somebody from Austin, Jack from Austin, Tina from Phoenix. I know Brad is from Canada. Lindy, what time is it there? 6, 7 a.m.? I'm guessing in Australia. Yeah, 7 a.m. Okay. Brad, I know you. Spain, Havel, Atlanta, London, Ontario, Trish. Awesome. Turkey, what time is there right now? Not wrong, you're probably near midnight. Netherlands, yep. Okay. Charleston, South Africa. South Africa is probably what, 8, 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Finland. Okay, awesome. Perfect. All right, so we've got Alex in the room as well. He's gonna start the call, and then I'm gonna take it forward from there. Alex, all yours.
Hey, I can't share my video. If you can
1
change
second.
that 1 second.
Like, is it the
It says you can't because the host has stopped it. So I can't turn on my video.
let me look at the host for a second.
Okay. All right, hopefully, let me see, it works. All right, I'm gonna talk for, hey, what's up, everybody? So this is an exciting new direction, and Darsh has picked up the you know the lead on this project, and you're in really good hands. But I wanted to, before I hand it over to Darsh, wanted to talk just 5 minutes high level, about why it's important. I think most of you guys know why this is important to do right now. So I'm going to maybe talk about that for a few seconds, but most importantly, what to expect. Like, what is a good way to think about how this is going to pan out, and the course in front of us, just from a high level perspective, not tactical. Okay, does that sound good? We have quite a few people on this call, and I know everybody's excited to dive into details that Darsh is going to provide on the apps and all that. So I'm going to keep this short. So I see a lot of parallel. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with SEO. Maybe you've been involved with it for a long time. I don't know. But I see a big parallel between AEO and how it's panning out today versus SEO and how it happened over the past 2 decades. Okay. So the way to think about this is both of them have a few things in common. First of all, both of them are black boxes, meaning you don't know exactly how it works inside the box, because when it came to Google ranking algorithm, they kept a lot of it secret, and essentially the way a lot of SEO practices panned out, especially over time, as Google clamped down more and more and more, was through people poking at this black box from outside, seeing, okay, what is working, what is not working, and try to replicate it into sort of like algorithms that improve your ranking. And obviously the Google platform has been changing all the time, so it's really difficult to know what is actually working and what's not working. Okay, so SEO has been, over the past 2 decades, a mix of things that are high likelihood of working and a bunch of things that may or may not work. And it has been always very difficult. So if you've worked with any SEO agencies, and I've worked with a lot of them over time, different businesses, they say a lot of things and maybe they admit to it, maybe they don't. I don't care. I know that a lot of things that they're recommending, some of it works, some of it doesn't. But the issue is you do not know what is working and what's not working. Okay, so you have to implement the whole thing. So essentially, SEO is a kind of like a bag of practices, okay, that some of them will move the needle and some of them don't. And since you don't know which one is going to be effective, you have to implement them all, okay? And also that, and what works and what doesn't also evolves over time as Google inside the black box is changing their algorithm, okay? So enter the world of AEO. You already probably see the analogy here. Again, black box. There are people poking at it from the outside. Yeah, somebody said, I know half of my SEO budget is wasted. I just don't know which half. I want to say probably more, it's more like 75% of it is wasted. You just don't know which 75%. Now, here's like, before I go into AEO, the other thing that happened in SEO is that obviously more and more and more people are doing SEO. You like a rising curve over the past 2 decades, more and more, which, I mean, as you can imagine, people have a limited attention. So it became more and more and more competitive. And as we know with SEO, and probably the same will apply to AEO, being grandfathered, meaning be an early mover, a domain that has been around, a website that has been around, increases authority. Okay, so there were people who were early movers, they kind of got grandfathered in, high authority domain names and things like that. And then it became more and more difficult for new entrants to go in, to a point where I would say today, if you start a new business or if the business is recent or what have you, SEO is really not, again, my personal opinion, okay? So maybe some of you guys have SEO agencies, I don't know. Please don't be insulted. I'm just giving you my personal opinion here. Is not worth it. In fact, I've not spent a dime on SEO in recent years because I just learned my lesson. It just doesn't work. So hence the new opportunity, AEO. I see a lot of parallels, like I mentioned, a black box, multiple black boxes, again, just like SEO. These chatbots, Alexa, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they're not exactly revealing how they're doing it. And on top of it, there's a big difference. Neural nets are different than searching algorithms. So neural nets, a lot of you guys may not know this, but there is a whole new evolving field trying to understand what happens inside the neural net. We know how to train neural nets. We know how to train it using large amount of data, but we don't exactly know how it works inside. Okay, a lot of people don't know this. There's a whole branch of science trying to understand what happens inside the neural net. It's still a mystery, and that's a difference between. That's another big difference between SEO and AEO is that Google's ranking algorithm was kind of kept as a trade secret. But here, not only these companies don't reveal a lot of details about how they crawl the web and all that, but on top of it, there's another level of uncertainty, which is what happens inside the neural net. Okay, so you have like a 2-level black box here. Now, what's happening on the positive side? So you say, okay, Alex, that's a challenge, which basically means you will, just like SEO, you will end up with a bag or a portfolio of ideas and rules and heuristics that some of them work, some of them don't, but you don't know which one works. So you have to constantly implement it. And as new information comes out, people observing new things or companies changing things, you need to kind of constantly replace and implement new rules. So that sounds like a challenge. In other words, I started by talking about the common pain between SEO and AEO. It's common pain. Now, in SEO, I have chosen not to do SEO over the past few years, not because of that pain. That is kind of nature of the beast, okay? When you're approaching a black box like this, and I'm going to stop and take a few questions in a second. But there are also in SEO, there are way too many people are doing SEO. Okay. So not only you have a black box scenario, but you have a ton of people that are like attacking it like a swarm of ants, attacking it from every angle. And it's just like too competitive. Like I would challenge you to find companies. It actually, I can't name one that have built their organic traffic using SEO in recent years. I can't name one. Maybe there, I'm sure there's some. It just like doesn't happen. It's a freak accident. Okay, how about that? It's a freak accident when that happens. So in AEO, that's the big difference, and that's why we are leaning like heavily into AEO, and we want to be the guys that bring that bag of practices to you guys, plus tools, okay? Because also there's a lack of tools. There are a million software solutions for SEO. I can't find one for AEO. Literally, I've been trying to look for it. I can't find one, okay? So I'm like, okay, it seems like we have to step in and fill this void. It's going to help us, and hopefully it helps you guys, okay? But the reason the timing matters is because, yes, it is a black box problem. So you're going to end up with sort of the same black box type of solutions, which is like, try these 20 things and 4 or 5 of them are going to move the needle. 15 of them don't. We just don't know which one is which. So we have to implement them all, right? But then you have the wind on your back in 2 ways, okay? One, the number of queries, people who are using these chatbots as query is massively and rapidly growing. It's not happening in Google, okay? Google has reached the ceiling. So this is like an explosive, from a demand side, there's an explosion of demand, meaning people are actually querying it all the time for different things, explosively increasing, okay? And also Google Gemini, Search GPT, like these platforms are also starting to kind of like go from, okay, I'm just a chatbot to I'm an answer engine. That's what it's called, answer engine. So I'm gonna take that. Everybody's gunning for Google search engine market, including Google itself. Okay. So that's first. Huge rise in demand. Now on the supply side, I encourage you guys, go Google AEO. Like really, go Google it, search it, see how many people are doing it. It's not that much. In fact, I give you a different challenge. Go ask your friends who are in marketing, what is AEO? They don't even know. I mean, it's a term that it just grows, like it literally is tiny seed. If you insiders know, there are some blog articles here and there, but it's just a seed right now. It's like a little thing, like probably how SEO was when Google came out. Probably for a few years, it was just a seed. Most people didn't know what SEO was. And that's the opportunity. So very few people know about it and are competing for it. A large number of people are doing these queries. And yes, you have the black box problem, which we're attacking. Actually, our platform is built perfect for this because we can roll out different apps real quickly as we see these opportunities, like these heuristics, let's call them. I don't want to use jargon, but heuristic is essentially a rule of thumb. So as these rules of thumb, like the things that we hear that works, once we see those, we can easily package them into apps, okay? Does it make sense? And that's kind of what's the reason. I wanted to set the level here, and Darsh is going to jump in. Are you guys excited? Okay. Yeah, ChatGPT knows what AEO is. I'm not saying search engines don't know. I'm just saying ask your friends, ask people. Like ask people what SEO is. Like people who are in marketing or like anything with online business, everybody knows what SEO is. Google says AEO is American Eagle Outfitter. I love that. That's if you, okay, there are two ways to think about it. I prefer to be on the second side. One is, oh, it's too early for me to get into. Okay. Some people are like that. They just wait until things mature and then they're like, it's too unknown. And how do I know? You know, I'm of the second category. When I see, I actually did call a few of my friends. I'm like, do you like marketers? I'm like, what do you know about AEO? And most of them did not know what AEO was to begin with. Okay. It stands for authorized economic operator. I love it. That is, to me, I'm the second type. I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, wait, everybody hold on, hold my beer. We got to go there. So that's sort of how like high level, that's how to think about it. So yes, we're going to have the black box problem. Yes, we do things that we're going to do a whole bunch of apps that do different things, and some of them work and one of them don't work. And also, yes, it is going to be constantly new things. Okay, again, our platform is actually built perfect for it in a way. I'm happy about the fact that on Deal.ai white label, you can easily really accommodate this pace of innovation. So we're going to, so that's a challenge, which means you guys need to remain on top of it, but the opportunity is worth the pain. Does that make sense? So I started by talking about the pain, but then I also paint the opportunity. And my argument to you guys is that opportunity is worth the pain. The other thing I want to mention is, I haven't even told Darsh this, but I'll talk after this. Out of curiosity, how many of you guys want to do it for yourself? Put a 1. If you want to do it for others as an agency, put a 2. If it's both, put 1 and 2 in the chat. Let me just understand it. Okay, good. 1 and okay, good. So it's like most of you guys want to do it for yourself, but also do it for others. Okay. So I haven't talked to Darsh about this. I'll talk to him after this call. But I'd like to also enable you guys, not only build the tools and evolve it and provide training, and Darsh is like literally taking the lead on it with a small team. And we're going to pick everything out there. Okay. And just know, again, like a black box problem, some of these things works and some of them don't. Okay. But you don't know which one. So you're going to have to implement them all essentially, which is exactly how SEO works, by the way. So, it's just less competitive market here and fast growing. So we're going to build different apps, continuously provide to you. But on top of it, I'm going to talk to Darsh. We're going to allow you guys to white label this platform. And that accomplishes 2 things. One, you can, if you have an AEO agency, you can use our apps to have your own proprietary AEO software solution. 1. 2, some of you guys, it's kind of like intelligence of the group versus, small centralized intelligence. Oh, that's not what it sounds like, CIA. Like centralized brain versus distributed brain. So some of you guys will find little tricks here and there in different industries or things that we have not heard of. That allows you to build that as custom apps on top of our AEO platform. So you have your own even better, more customized AEO platform. So I'm going to talk to Darsh. Hopefully he's okay with it. And we go with that. Okay. I think throw things at the wall and see what it sticks. Yes, it's good. You kind of, it's a little bit like that, but we are going to be a little bit more intelligent about it, Chuck. So we're going to do our best. And also the other thing I would like, this is a request from me to you guys. We're actually trailblazing here. I cannot find another AEO software. Okay. So we're trailblazing. As you guys go ahead, and this community is going to develop and grow over time. As you guys go ahead and discover things, because you'll also be poking at this black box. So we're poking at the black box. Other people on the internet are poking at the black box. So we look at all the best practices, and you guys will be poking at the black box. If you find something, I mean, I understand a lot of you guys want to keep some of it as your trade secret. If you are willing to share, we are more than willing to hear you. I want to know. So if you're okay with sharing it. If you want to keep it as a trade secret, that's also fine. I won't judge you for it. Okay. I think that's enough from me. Hopefully this was useful to set the stage. Giving the mic back to Darsh. Darsh, take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Okay, I will try stopping my brain from thinking about white labeling pledge.ai, and we'll focus on what the agenda was. Okay. All right. So we now know what we're going to get into if you guys did not have a fair idea. I've been working on this for almost a month now. I've been spending dedicated time on this every single day, trying to understand this entire thing. So I'm going to share, we of course are going to have these weekly calls, and the upcoming calls are going to be more technical and like picking up one specific thing, diving deep into it, picking up an app and going deep into it. But to add on to what Alex was saying, this particular call, I want to lay down the foundation in terms of what the thought process should be. Yeah, Stephen, it's Canada. It's November, so it starts getting cold now. So, what the thought process should be. What are the things that we can do with you or for you? AEO as a concept is already, Alex has already shared that. Basically, when you go to Google and you search for something, if your SEO, your search engine, if your website is search engine optimized, then you get your website within the first 2, 3, 4, 5 search results. AEO basically is AI engine optimization, where when people are talking to LLMs, when people are talking to ChatGPT, Alexa, Google Assistant, Claude, then is your business going to get recommended by these platforms or not, right? So that's what AEO basically is. And the goal is to do SEO and AEO optimization at the same time, or focus AEO mostly. AEO mostly. We're not going to be, there will be a little bit of an overlap in terms of SEO and AEO. But that's what the fundamental thing that I'm going to talk about, the thought process that I'm going to talk about, is SEO is optimized in a way wherein you're using marketing language, you are talking about your features, you're using the keywords, keeping marketing in perspective. You do have customer in mind as well, but not so much. But whereas ChatGPT is considered, or other LLMs are considered, the fundamental thought process that I want to talk about today, which is going to be super important for anything and everything that we do with respect to AEO, be it app creation or talking about the concepts, is that you keep a natural language in mind as to how do you naturally talk, how do people naturally talk. That's what you got to keep in mind. Second thing, you got to keep in mind that people are going to keep looking for things that make their lives easier. And that's what AEO helps you, helps your business to, be reachable by the customers, because customers are looking to do things as easy as possible. So it's not just about creating content on your website, which is AEO optimized, but it's also about whether your website is mobile responsive or not, tablet responsive or not, mobile first approach, what kind of fonts you're using. I'm going a little deep, but I'm just giving you an idea that it has to be customer focused as to, and that to mobile friendly, not, of course, you've got laptops and desktops, websites are built on that, but then you got to keep mobile in mind when you're building this entire thing. And again, how people talk, you got to keep that in mind. So if you know that, okay, people talk about, find me the best vet in Toronto and neighboring areas. So what do you get as a result on ChatGPT? That's what you got to focus on. So you got to write those things in that way. Any questions with respect to what I've just shared so far? No, generative engine optimization is different from AEO. GEO, Fawad, is where AI engines source the information from and then give that information to you. That's generative engine optimization. Ed, yes, I'm going to come on to that. But AEO is where there's an information that's already existing, and it's just combining that information and giving you a very specific search result for whatever you're looking for. So it's not generating content for AEO, for AI engines, for LLMs. That's what generative engine optimization does. AEO refers that information that already exists on the website that is user-friendly, the way people talk to AI engines, and then just spits that information out. Let me just answer the question, Ed's question. Yes, Ed, videos, pictures, content, which is how-to content or what is content, that helps in improving AEO. I'm gonna talk about that more in detail, in the next calls as well. But yes, because videos, images, as I said, you got to keep the customer in mind. People are getting lazy. People are looking for information that's easier to consume. So when people are looking for information that consume, which means pictures, which means videos, so you should have those as well. And it's not just about the content that's visible on the website or on the page. It's also about the content that's coded in the HTML or in the codes on the website that makes a lot of difference as well. So hope that answers your question, Ed. Cam, how do these LLMs pick up your content and where do they pick it up from? Yes, from websites, social media, podcasts. It also refers the content that you have on your website from other sources and it checks whether it's relevant or not. So let's say if you are posting something on your website that you're with the #1 vet, clinic in this area and stuff, and if you've been if there's a newspaper or a news article that talks about you, it's just going to reference that, and then the credibility increases, and then it spits out the results. Okay, only question is, do I forget about AI? You can use AIAB with this, Brad, definitely, 100%. You can offer AEO as an additional service through Agency in a Box. So here's the question. Can our existing white label be combined with AEO white label? Okay, let's not get into the white label part right now. I got surprised as well on the call. So probably by the next call, we'll have a more formal plan in terms of how to go about it. So we'll talk about it on the next call. How is the information submitted for AEO and what are the criteria to be submitted? There's no information as such that you have to submit anywhere, Nicole. It's how you design your website. What is the content that you put on the website? Is it user-friendly or not? I'm going to come on to the apps in a second. You don't submit your information anywhere as such. Everything that you have to do is in-house. We can do it for you if you don't know how to do it. We've built the apps. You can use those apps. If there's more customization that you need, which you actually look into as well, rather than just creating the content, for example, mobile optimized website, tablets optimized websites. If you're looking at that, if you don't know how to do it, we can help you with that. Alexander, it's a small part. So isn't the AEO, the question is, isn't the AEO process just about inserting FAQs on a page? It's a small part of the entire AEO process, like optimizing it for AI engines. As Alex was saying, it's a black box. There are a lot of things that you have to target. FAQs is one part of it. Information. Okay. I recently signed up for the platform and would appreciate if you could provide a quick demonstration of the features. I'm going to get into the apps, Edine. What triggers the AI to train on your site? No, but nothing. It's the content on your website, because so what happens is every 3 months, 4 months, these LLMs, they refresh their data. Like this, they scrape the information from the internet. When they scrape the information from the internet, and let's say during this time period, you have updated the information on your website. Now that updated information is with these LLMs. So if your information is in congruence with what people are searching for in the same language, your website, your business gets referred, along with other things, not just the content, but along with other things. Nicole, did that help? Eve, we're not talking about websites right now. We're talking about the fundamentals. I'm gonna cover the websites part, eventually in the upcoming training sessions, in the upcoming calls. Is that right? SEO is about visible content, where SEO... No, Charlie. AEO also has a part which is hidden. So it's not just about visible part. It's also about hidden part. So how do we know what people are searching for? Yeah, okay. So we've built apps. There are going to be more apps that are going to be coming out. I'm going to build some more apps around that. What people are searching for, you should know about your business, and you should think about from customers' perspective as to what kind of questions are people asking for. So you keep that in mind, and then you create a content. I've created apps that already help you with that, but there are going to be more apps that are going to help you even further to make it, to take the load off of your shoulders as much as possible. Any more questions before I dive into the apps, guys? Okay. SEO actually is there, and Alex can take all the heat. But when we prove AEO is where it is, every business... Exactly, Brad. So, and that's what's happening. I mean, in my home, in Alex's home, I know, and a lot of my friends, we have reduced our dependence on Google, and we've gone to ChatGPT or other LLMs, wherein we have a conversational, questioning and answering, wherein we ask question and then we get a detailed answer, and then we go deeper into it, and then we get that answer. Do you think we should create multiple home pages, one for SEO, one for AEO? We're focusing only on AEO mainly. So I don't know how, if SEO, if they change, because AEO is going to eat a lot of SEO business. So SEO may end up changing their ways of how SEO is done. So if you are AEO optimized, what I'm thinking is, thinking out loud, I could be completely off and wrong about this, that SEO may want to pick up what AEO is doing, and then your page is automatically SEO optimized because it's already AEO optimized. An example of how to think about real estate website. Okay, so if you're in a real estate business, so what are people looking for? What are the kind of questions people ask when it comes to real estate? Now, it doesn't only have to be with the properties that you have listed, but people have very specific questions when they're looking for a property. Is there a park near this property? Or how is the schooling system, or how are the schools near this area? Or what is the quality of water in this area? So if you actually write blogs which people are asking questions about, or how to look for the ideal property for 3 people in a family. So if you write a blog about that, which is AEO optimized, we have an app where you can actually write a blog. That's going to improve your AEO ratings as well. Will the element search more frequently, in your opinion? Will the robotics solve it? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I don't know if they're gonna continue it. They should, because all of these companies are investing more and more in the infrastructure to increase the uh, traffic on LLMs. So there is a possibility that they may refresh their data more frequently than 3 months, every 3 months. AEO focuses on user intent, structured data, voice engine optimized along exactly content relevance and authority. Where do chatbots find this information? Do they crawl like Google? Chatbots, the ones that we have, they source the information from the knowledge base. If we browse through all your content and apps, can we get a hang of everything? If we browse through all your content and apps, can we get a hang of everything prior to upcoming videos? Yeah, I've tried keeping the apps as user-friendly as possible. I think there are not more questions coming up, so I'm gonna dive into some of the apps, and then it may help you understand. Will the knowledge base crawl? Will in the future. So let's say if you've used a URL in the knowledge base, and that URL, you have updated the information on it, this knowledge base is going to crawl and update its information as well. So eventually, yes, we have that in the roadmap. There is a schema code. Yes, there is an app that's already there. So let me just jump into the apps. Let me just share my screen. And second. There you go. Okay. So can you guys see my screen? Is my okay? Awesome, perfect. I have a leaf blower here at the background. Can you guys hear, or is my voice clear? Okay, awesome, perfect. Thanks. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not using any mic. It's just the laptop's mic. Recently got this new laptop. I think it's amazing. Okay. All right. So let's dive into the apps a little bit, okay? And I would highly recommend you to, go into the community, post whatever you feel like, ask questions, and I'm going to keep an eye on the community, and I'll answer as frequently as I can. AEO Academy is where where all of these recorded calls are going to go. There are going to be more trainings as well. We'll see if we end up creating a course or not. No promises. We'll see over a period of time. Okay. Somebody asked about FAQs, and we touched upon the blogs as well. Also, I created this coach just yesterday. So you can just go in there, ask Darsh, and ask whatever questions you have about AEO. And I'm going to keep a tab. I'm going to keep an eye on how the responses are. And if they need to be better, I'm going to keep it better. I'm going to keep optimizing it very frequently. Okay. This is another app that I launched just yesterday, Content Optimizer, wherein you can okay, let me just open it up. So what's the target audience for your app? What is the main objective? Like, what do you want to do with this content? Where will this content be published? Is it on a website, a blog, or mobile app, or whatever? If you have preferred keywords, you put those here and just copy paste the actual content and generate results. It's going to optimize your existing content that you have on the websites. Okay. So let me go back to the FAQs part. Okay. AEO optimized FAQs. Put your website's URL. What is your focus of the website? You have got to describe your niche or focus. Okay. If you're targeting a specific audience or focusing on a specific thing, what's your target audience? Are you looking at people that are in a beginner stage, or are you looking at lawyers? You're looking at engineers, or people that are advanced in business or whatever? So you got to mention that. What are the primary keywords? This is not an optional field. You have to add this data over here. Over a period of time, I'm going to try removing this and have the system identify primary keywords automatically. But for now, you have to mention these keywords. So what you type in the keywords, and then you hit comma, and then you write other keywords. And geographic focus, in case if you are just focusing on a specific area. So let's say LA and surrounding area. And then it's going to create URLs, the FAQs for you. So let's do it. Let's create it. Let's create it for deal.ai. The focus is deal.ai creates AI-powered apps that help small and medium businesses optimize their marketing and reduce their go-to-market time. Target audience, business owners, primary keywords, AI tools for my business, AI marketing, AI digital marketing. Let's just go with that. And if I hit generate results, it's going to give me the FAQs. And you'll see the format of the FAQs is different from what general FAQs are. Yes, you can add language options as well. You can actually, I can add the language option wherein you can get the answer in a very specific language that you're looking for. Okay. Wait. Okay. Now, if you look at these answers and these questions, they are very conversational. Can deal.ai support my business if it's not tech savvy? Yes, deal.ai's platform is designed for ease of use, offering intuitive drag and drop features and comprehensive SEO tools. Even businesses without extensive technical expertise can effectively manage their online presence and marketing campaigns. So it gives you answers which are conversational. Now, this FAQ is optimized for AEO versus FAQs that you would actually write down or generate elsewhere. Mohammed, we're not focusing on SEO, so I'm going to ignore any SEO related questions. We're focusing only on AEO for now. Wherever there will be an overlap of SEO and AEO, we'll talk about that part only, okay? Now, I want to show you one more app. Just go back and play with these apps, okay? AEO optimized blogs. So what's the main topic or question? Let's say you want to write a blog on how to lose weight, or let's say real estate industry. Let's pick that up. How to buy a property, how to decide which property to buy for a family of 3, let's say. Target audience, new homeowners or first-time homeowners, okay? What kind of tone do you want to use for this blog? Casual, professional, friendly, let's say friendly. And this is where you can pick an image from, like what kind of image do you want? It will generate a relevant image as well. So let's see. See, why I'm not talking about SEO is because, again, I don't want to talk about 2 black boxes at the same time, right? Now, whether it's going to help you with SEO or not, it may. I just don't want to get into it, right? Or I just want to focus on AEO, and then wherever there is an overlap, I'll talk about it. Wait, in the meantime, please, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask the questions. Were you guys expecting this, or did you have something else in mind about AEO? Charlie, this is Microsoft Surface. It can generate answers in other language as well. Thanks, Ed. Thank you, Charlie. Of course, Reina. Reina, were you in the accelerator? Yeah, okay. I remember you. Craig, I'm very curious how to market and position this in front of the clients. If people understand SEO or they've burned their hands with SEO, it's very easy to sell. Every website, exactly, Brad. Every website has to be SEO optimized if they're serious about their business. Okay, let's look at the result first. I'm going to come back to the question. Okay, these were my inputs, and this is what we got. How to decide which property to buy for a family of three. Understanding your needs, setting a realistic budget. Now, do you see these bullet points? This is AEO optimized content. It's easy to understand. It's not in a paragraph format. It's in a bullet points. You know exactly what you need to do. Okay. Now it's telling you what matters. Location matters, safety and community, research crime rates, school districts. I just talked about school districts as well, commute and accessibility, single family homes, pros and cons, condominiums, pros and cons, townhouses, visiting potential homes, making the decision. You can actually insert an image here as well when you're creating this blog post, making a decision. You can actually put other links as well for your own website. You know, you can have other blogs, and you can name that blog as how to budget for your first home purchase, and you can put that link here, and so that people are always staying within your ecosystem. So you have everything that a person can look for, all the kind of blogs, so that when AI is looking for information for a first-time home buyer, it's you where AI goes to, and then it's your website that is suggested by the AI, right? And then you get this image that you can use. So this is your AEO optimized blog. How was it? Are you guys understanding more about it? Are you seeing the difference? And do you see how valuable this entire thing is? Awesome. Awesome. Good. Great. Great. Reina, go ahead. Okay, I'm going to go through the questions now. Just a second. As a non-technical person, does AEO agency focus on AEO optimized content services or need web development skills? You will need to develop your websites as well. If you don't know how to do it, we can help you out with that. As I was saying, content is one part of it, but there are other things as well that are required for the website or your business's online presence to be fully AEO optimized. Okay. I created documents for my business yesterday and everything was right on target. Awesome. Perfect. I seem AEO optimized content can be picked up by LLMs, but LLMs don't usually recommend. They do recommend businesses, Cam. I have asked for businesses from LLMs and I've gotten the results. Is that happen that once generate the blog, it uses the same blog for both the websites? Which both the websites? Well, I'm not able to get your question. Cooking with the gas. I assume this will be good for an on age and off page. Yeah, so you need for off page, I'm not gonna go into all the apps right now. You've got access to the platform, so just go and explore. So this schema markup app, this is the app which goes beyond the page. So this creates the content that you will use in the code, which will not be visible on the page. Schema markup. Go through it. Okay, just create the content. If you have questions about schema markup, ask Darsh app. Okay. But I'm gonna go over a period of time. I'm gonna go deep into. You guys are first group. Okay, this is the first call, so I just don't want all the apps to hijack everything. Hijack the entire call. I'm just giving you the fundamentals right now, but we will dive deeper into all these apps one by one, and we're gonna keep making these apps better and better, and we're gonna keep rolling newer and newer apps, for you guys to use them. Just a second. Yeah, it's fine now. I mean, yeah, further away is fine. Yeah. Yeah. So quantum will be repeated as it's Like how much chance to get the repeated content? I still don't get your question, Dhaval. How much chance to get repeated content? Like, okay, when you're creating a content using these apps, you can create every time the content is going to be unique. LLM learning language models, ChatGPT, Claude, Google Assistant, content repeated as it is from. It will not be repeated, Dhaval. It will not be repeated. Can you add a feature to choose the language? Yes, Alexandra, I'll get that added. Language and region. Okay, we'll get that added. Client from real estate company and they get the same content. No, it's going to be different. As a newbie, what strategy would you use to get clients? Okay, getting clients is a completely different topic, Jerome. We can talk about that in the upcoming calls, but let's stay on this particular topic first because it's new, but it's not new because people are aware about SEO. It's new because it's not SEO. So I just want to make sure that this group is completely clear about what this is. And then we'll go deeper into other topics, okay? Mohammed, so let's say I'm already doing SEO services for my clients and I want to upsell to proceed with AEO. How would the blog section work on this way? Some articles SEO friendly and would some be AEO friendly? Or for example, same topic. Yeah, you can do the same topic, but two different blog posts, Mohammed. You can say why AEO is going to eat SEO's business. Create a blog post about that. Or, something like that. Okay, clear on differences. Perfect. Are the paid ads? There are no paid ads on LLMs right now. LLMs are suggesting businesses based on whatever the data is available to them. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Great. Great first call, guys. Great first call. We're going to continue. You're going to see more and more apps going to keep coming. Whenever a new app is launched, you're going to see an announcement here on the top, letting you guys know. And we're going to have this weekly call every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. All the recordings of these calls are going to be in the live training app as well for you to view if you happen to miss out on any. We will not be repeating the content because I want to respect time of you guys. We're going to have more and more people joining us. So this message is for them. Anything that you are looking for, if you've joined us later than 4th of November, that's what the date is today, then you will see all the content in live training. So just go through the trainings through this one and through the other trainings to stay updated. Other than that, guys, I'm really excited to start this. It was challenging because there's no, I can't say no, but there's no formal content or education available for this. So you gotta learn this entire thing. I've been spending this, as I was telling you, I've been spending dedicated time every single day for the last 1 month or so on this topic, and it fascinates me. I can understand. I mean, I'm going a little bit off topic because I feel it's important. And I feel bad about saying this, that average IQ of human beings is dropping. So the average IQ that is today is lesser than what it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Now, that means that humans are going to be relying more and more on technology. If you're looking for something, you're going to be asking for the question in as layman language as you possibly can. That is where AEO comes into place. So I hope you got what I'm saying. It's a big opportunity in terms of what I just mentioned. If you can catch on to that, you'll understand how important this thing is. Right? So let me just take one more question. Okay, Bradley, 1 second. Chuck, I think if you optimize for AEO, it will be more conversation, but I still include long tail keywords that can be, yeah, of course, you can add long tail keywords in AEO as well, Chuck, no problems. Just so I for sure understand, this is a separate business from AI. Yeah, this is a separate business from AIAB, Bradley, but you can definitely offer AEO service through agency in a box. and we can do it for you. I'm going to add that. In fact, I'm going to get that service added in Agency in a Box. One last question. How can we test that the work is working? For example, yeah. So Mohammed, as I mentioned, it's every 3 months, these LLMs, they update their database. So we make changes today. We tackle everything that we possibly can. We put in the right kind of content. We put the right kind of code. The website is designed in a way that it's mobile friendly, mobile first, it's tablet friendly. The user interface is not that poor. People are able to read on the mobile. We take care of all the nuances. We will not know about the results till the time the data gets refreshed, right? So again, going back to the first thing that Alex said, we don't know what's going to work. That's the reason we got to tackle everything at the same time. And then when the database is updated within the LLMs is when we're going to get to know if it's working or not. Definitely exciting times, Lindy. Thanks, Pablo. Oh yeah, I'm very confident about this, Pablo. I'm very, very confident. I'm taking care of the operations in deal.ai. I'm taking care of Pledge, got other thing within deal.ai as well. So if I'm dedicating my time to this, the only reason is it is gonna be there for sure. Yeah, okay. No, Marie, Agency in a Box is a completely different service. I just don't want to talk about other services on this call. You can drop me an email. This is my email address. I just put that in the chat. If you have any questions with regards to anything, just send me an email. And I'll answer that question for you. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Great. It was great seeing you guys today on the call. Continue joining this Monday call, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep me on my toes. Keep me accountable. I'm going to take care of that as much as I can by myself as well. I'm going to keep launching newer and newer content. I'm going to keep launching newer and newer apps. Keep giving you more and more value. I'm going to go back and talk to Alex about the bomb that he dropped in the beginning about white labeling Pledge.ai. So we're going to talk about that. We see how we can add more value to you guys' lives. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. It was great having you guys. I hope it added value in your life. A lot for you to think about. We'll meet next week again. Okay. Take care. See ya. Bye-bye.